Happy Homebrew Wednesday. I think it's Friday actually. Friday night. It's getting on to midnight. It's not gone past it. As you can see, HLT, Burko, working lovely, makes it a lot easier. Sparge, batch sparging, that's in there for 20 minutes. This is my smash beer. My first run-ins. First run-ins is boiling away in there, and the wind's blowing like a hoolie and it's pissing down with rain. As you can see, I've got a bit of shelter. I could do it on a stove top, and I might have to because this wind's blowing the flame too much. But and that's my first run-ins boiling away. I'm trying to video it so you can see it. There you go. That's it. So that's my first run-ins caramelising, pre-caramelising they call it. So I'm trying to get some on. Yeah, I like brewing. I don't know why. Always the best beers I've ever done, and I mean the best beers, have always been the midnight brews, and I finish like 4 in the morning, go to bed and wake up at midday. I'm having a few drinks and I talked to a couple of the guys on the Facebook page. For my smash beer, I've put 6 kilos of Marisalta, and I'm using Safal 04 ale yeast, and the hops is, I'm not telling you. I haven't made my mind, but I made my mind up a half hour after I started making the beer. It's got brewing on the fly. Right, as you can hear, the wind is howling. In fact, I'll show you it. That's what the wind's doing to my flame. It's crap. Anyhow, so this is pre-caramelising, isn't it? I'll see if it's boiled now. There you go. Just coming up to hot break of the first run-ins. So I'll start my timer now. My sparge has been in for probably about 10-12 minutes. My batch sparge, my first run-ins, and I'll run that into a bucket. A fermenting, sterilised fermenting bucket. Once this is boiled down a bit, then I can add it to it. So what I'll do is I'll probably boil that down by half the volume. Now that OG, or that SG, was 1091 after my mash out, mashing. So I've got 1091 from 6 kilos. I was quite impressed with that actually. The mash tun wasn't brilliant. It's not my regular mash tun. I've got a 45 litre one. But I'll just sit down at the moment and give you some more light on it. That's it, that's better. Yeah, so my regular mash tun is a 45 litre one, but it needs a good cleaning and strip down. So where I bought some equipment off a guy, he gave me his mash tun, and it's the same, it's like a standard 23 litre one, something like that. So I thought, I'll use that. Fucking thing. Fucking bazooka and all that fell off when I was dumping in. It was like, and I didn't know. And of course, I opened the tap up, and and that was it, blocked up. So I had to fucking water out and clean it out. But got it sorted anyhow. So yeah, so I'm pre-caramelising. This is what they call. That's the technical term. Got my first run-ins. I don't know what the volume I mashed in with. I just went there. That does about the right thickness. It was probably about 2.3 litres per kilogram of grain. That's probably about my average, and I know for a fact that Burko from max to empty is 22 litres, so I'd probably mashed in 22 litres of water. It's a bit high. I try to aim for 23, and if I'm a bit, because I can then adjust the temperature with a bit of water to bring it down or up, and then I'm still at 2.5 litres per kilogram, and that works out is like the max you want, because you don't want it too runny, because the enzymes then have to travel further to work. If you have it too thick, the enzymes can't work, and that's anything below 2.1. So if you aim for 2.3, you've got a bit of play. You can add water, hot or cold, to get your temperature where you want. I've mashed in at 67, dead on the dot. Stirred it around, it's dead on 67. When I drained off the first run-ins, I took the temperature readings, and I was 66.4. so I've not even lost a degree. And I did about a 50 minutes mash. So it was a shorter mash, higher temperature, give it a bit more body. And then, like I said, I'm pre-caramelising the water. That would come out at 1091. And that's the first one, is I'm going to boil that down, bit more colour, bit better body, and run for 20 minutes. And then I'm going to drain the sparge water off, the first batch of sparge, see what the volume's like. And then once this is done, it's 20 minutes, I'm going to add that to it. I might turn around and do another sparge. I'm going to see what the SG is of the last bit that I drain. And if it's quite high still, I might do a second batch sparge without so much volume water. Just like a mini sparge. Just gently sprinkle it down so it drain, and then drain it off. So don't want too much volume. The first sparge and the first runnings was about the right volume, I think. Like I said, because I haven't used that much time, I haven't gauged a stick for it. By the one, I know exactly where it is, but like I said, it needs to strip down. So it's called brewing on the fly. It's brilliant. Some of your best beers are when you don't know what you're fucking doing. You just bollocks, let's have it done. So I'm going to add these hops, 100 grams there. So I'm basically going to do probably about a 50 gram bottle. Just going to go and check it. About probably 50 grams in 60 minutes. And I'll probably add 25 at between 10 and 15, and then 25 at 5, flame out around that time. So brewing on the fly. Just click the hour and go, yeah, do back in. So it works, don't. I'm not there, so I'm going for minstrel. So I better get going because the boil. Oh, we're still outside, the wind's still blowing. Yeah, it's coming up to the boil now. Look, there's the hot break, just as we've pulled the plug lid off. Just starting the hot break. So it's just starting to get the rolling boil, just starting to get a hot break. I reckon about another minute and a half, and that's it. I'll start whacking hops in, and then we can start our hour. But it's Friday night, and I've had a few beers, as you can see, and now it's time for a bracket. So I'm gonna have a break. Anyhow, brewing's going good. That smell when you put your first hops in, it's got to a rolling boil. That lovely, with that smell. Oh, it's just wonderful. Oh, doesn't matter if it tastes shit. That smell is worth it. Just hope it tastes nice. Okay, one smash beer. Sapphire 04, pitched, sealed up, bubble lock, job done. Happy days. It's 6:30 in the morning and I'm off to bed. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Morning. Finished brewing my smash beer about 4 o'clock this morning. I was up with Scoosy, having a bit of a drinking session. I think what killed me off was 2 homemade ciders. Fuck me in the arse, man. You're right, Jonah, they're dangerous, because you don't taste the alcohol. I've got a feeling it. If you said to me it was a 6.5%, yeah, you know, there's that little hint, I know, like you get with a 6.5%, yeah, there's that hint of it. I had a couple of strong beer, like 5-6%, broadside, bad King John, and a mocha. I felt fine. And I thought, well, I'll go for a brag, and I thought, no, I've got my ciders to use up. I'll have one of the ciders, because everyone's had one apart from me. So I thought I'd have one of my own ciders. Whoa, excuse me, this is breakfast. Man, that's awesome. that is not a two, and that was 2 bottles of cider, and I was honestly the second cider I was finishing it, I was like, I've got to go to bed. I'm glad that I didn't have that too early. It was the second ciders when I was sat down talking to Scoosy and SJ and Kevin. Yeah, so, but brew day done.